Um, yo, this is I'm baffled by this whole thing. Um, what I'm baffled by, um, again, the district attorney Anthony Scarpino said that the tapes were hearsay, and he couldn't, and that no witnesses came in. And I'm thinking, like, isn't it the job of the district attorney, if you're a district attorney or you're a prosecutor of any level, if you were given tapes like this, you have subpoena power. Wouldn't it be okay? So it is hearsay, but you subpoena the officers and everybody involved and have them tell the story to you firsthand, and you investigate, because that's what you're supposed to do, investigate, and then you go out and find witnesses, not wait for witnesses to just knock on your door. That's like
That
that's like
that's
an unemployed that's like an unemployed person telling, like, yo, you get a job? Nah, no
nobody
jobs are
came
coming
to
to
my
me. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a perfect analogy. Nobody came to my house to offer me one.
right,
So
right. That's why I don't have a job, because nobody came to my house. Isn't it your job to go? Like, I've spoke to others who either are in campaigns or are prosecutors of some level, and they said the same thing, and they confirmed. Because I mean, I don't know. Like George, I have to ask the questions that I learn as I go along. They told me that in that situation, you got names, you subpoena those people, or at least invite them into your office and have a conversation with you and see if there is anything to it. Not, oh, well, that's hearsay, and no witnesses came in. So, like,
And also, before that, before you pull out the wiretaps and the subpoena powers and all the special powers that you have as a prosecutor, you do basic research on the people who may be witnesses. You don't wait 9 months and then ask the whistleblower, what's this guy's first name? Do you know where he lives? I mean, what does that say about how seriously you're taking it? If those are serious cases, I don't know. Maybe he was asking those just to play dumb. I don't know. But, you know, the DA's office waited months and months to interview potential witnesses when they could have been investigating.
well, even further shocking, based on that second meeting we had in December of 2019, my client did provide additional recordings, and I opened up the line of communications. I have a busy practice. I'm doing a lot of things, so I can't always be there. I wanted this to move forward. So I told Tom Drake, I have no problem. My client's not under investigation. I have no problem with you directly communicating with my client to facilitate whatever you needed to make this happen. So my client provided additional recordings. Tom Drake told him, I need you to come in so we can go over these together. He wanted context and more information. They're texting back and forth. They set up a time and a place to go down there. My client goes down there, shares this information, and they said, and there was another assigned ADA to that. The prior ADA was removed. So he goes down there, and unfortunately, he says, oh, we don't have time to do this today. We're going to have to reschedule. And nothing was ever rescheduled. So it's just shocking that this is their due diligence. This is their attempt to conduct an investigation. You schedule my client to come in and meet with you to go over these recordings, and you blow him off as soon as he comes in. It's almost like they felt like, oh, he's not going to come in anyway. He was texting back and forth. I'm here. I want to go over this stuff with you. And they blew him off. So for Scarpino to say that it's us holding up the investigation, that is so false. As I demonstrate, I facilitated the open communication between my client and the DA's office. And
well,
they just
I just want to say, and I want to be clear, we have been very critical, Black Westchester, of District Attorney Anthony Scarpino and his lack of prosecuting police and governmental corruption the entirety of him being in office. And, you know, he's making a good showing in the press right now, as we are exactly 4 days away from a Democratic primary, a very heated primary for him running for re-election to keep his seat. And I wanted to do this, Damon and I wanted to do this because we think the voters in Mount Vernon, the voters of Westchester County need to see and hear these stories. And they need to hear it from more than just me and Damon. You know what I'm saying? Like George, you did the story, and Joe, you know, your interaction. Those are your interactions that they can hear for themselves. Now, I still can't tell you who to vote for, but this is one of the most important races to the Black and brown community as far as criminal justice is concerned. And I wanted people to have this information. I thought it was very important because I personally think, and this is my personal opinion, Anthony Scarpino has dropped the ball as far as corruption and has not prosecuted several cases in multiple municipalities as far as police corruption, and has definitely failed the city that he claims to love and is from, Mount Vernon. And that's coming from me directly 4 days before. And that's why Black Westchester, who we don't endorse a lot of candidates in these local elections, endorsed Mimi Rocah because of situations like this. This is just icing on the cake of all the things that I wrote about in my article. So